Now, officials in Limpopo have started gearing up for traffic returning from various destinations through that province. There was an exodus of travelers who passed through the N1 for the holidays in December. But are the numbers starting to pick up? Well, let's find out. Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala is at Beitbridge this morning. Nqobile, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. What are the traffic volumes looking like as those that were on holiday are making their way back home?
But we do know that there's a lot of people that are expected to be traveling between now and, of course, till next week, which we understand that there's going to be numbers that are going to be coming up. And, of course, we are on our way to Beitbridge. But before we get to Beitbridge, we thought to stop in Nqobile. So I want to show you what's happening right now. You'll see these are some of the people that are coming from Limpopo South. So what you're seeing in front of you is N1 South. So you'll see that these are some of the people that are coming back from Limpopo going on the side towards Gauteng. The numbers have started picking up dramatically. From the time when we stopped here, the numbers just keep increasing one at a time. And of course, this plaza that we are on is just after Carousel, and Carousel, as well, as we were driving this side, showed quite a number of people that are coming up. And of course, the officials here are trying to figure out if it's time for them then to try and allow these cars to just open up so that the traffic doesn't back up for too long. I want to bring in now traffic in Limpopo to speak to us about these numbers. We can clearly see that the numbers are already picking up, but how are they looking in terms of paper?
Well, if I want to compare with the previous, starting from the morning during the Christmas and prior New Year, we recorded close to 1,900. But since this morning, and this is exactly what I was expecting, that there will be a peak around 11. The highest that we have recorded now is 1,167, which is still manageable. But from now going on, we'll record almost 1,500, which it will be a challenge on our side. I'm just told now, as we speak, along the Nail Plaza, is highly picked, and already they've opened for free.
And why do you think there's so many numbers now picking up?
Well, I believe that people start moving as from today, because yesterday there was really nothing. But throughout the week, we'll see an increase and peak and drop because people will be going back for their different destinations, and some will be starting working as from tomorrow.
And I can imagine then that officials then are already on alert. Is there any operations that you're doing or checking and ensuring that these cars are adhering to the law?
For now, we'll put much effort on the Vispol and to manage the congestion. But those who will be irresponsible, we will do sort of a selective law enforcement and pick them out and remove them as irresponsible. But for now, we'll put much efforts on Vispol, but so that we see our people adhering to the rules of the road.
And I mean, we understand that N1 has been notorious for accidents, but if you could maybe give us an idea, how did it look in terms of December 2023 towards the end when you were recording those numbers, right straight to now the 2nd of January? How's it looking?
Well, it's better in comparison to other years. We had some just single accident. It is very notorious in terms of fatal crashes that involves more than 5 vehicles. But for this time of the year, during our festive season, we just had single accidents where one person was involved, and not like in the previous year. And also provincially, we are doing very well in terms of our statistics in comparison to the previous years.
All right. And lastly, what sort of issues would you say you've highlighted or seen with regards to motorists on the road?
What I've observed is that, and we are making a plea, that when it is highly congested, please let us try to be patient. And once we become impatient, it disrupts the normal flow of traffic. So we are making a plea as Limpopo that please let us not misbehave. Let's just adhere and be patient and follow each other as expected. And that will alleviate the pressures. But those who are irresponsible, we will try and remove them, and we'll target them and we'll remove them as law enforcement.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. That is Simon Kekane, who is of Limpopo Traffic. Let me just show you those are the numbers that he's speaking about. It's over 1,167 vehicles that are being reported on the road. He's saying that there's an uptick, of course, an increase of the numbers. This is not the only plaza that's currently backed up. We're hearing that the Nile, which is not far from here, is also starting to see quite a lot of numbers. But of course, that window period is between now until later on in the week, where they are expecting more and more people to be traveling back to the city of Gold, or rather to those areas in the south. But we will be, of course, monitoring all of that on the ground.
Most certainly. That's Nqobile Madlala making her way to Beitbridge. We certainly do hope to catch up with you as you make your way along that route.